Hi guys, sorry about that. I'm gonna give a couple of people more time to get in the room. I don't know if I guess I'll keep that one up. It doesn't really matter. Um, Welcome into the room, everyone. My name is Michelle Lynch, also known as Little Shy Big Eyes here on YouTube. I came live specifically to answer the question, or just a statement. It wasn't really a question. She made a statement in that she got approved for Flexcar. Congratulations, by the way, because I hear a lot of people say that they don't get approved. So I want to congratulate you on that, even though I didn't think that was a thing, getting approved and not getting approved. But yes, congratulations on that. And you said that they gave you a car that didn't work. And so I also said in the other live, that my initial Flexcar video is from 2021, and so I cannot speak on how there's what kind of what level of service they're providing to patrons these days, because it's been quite a few years since I've used their services. What I would implore you all to do is, when you do reviews, and I do appreciate you watching my video, but it is an old video. So when you do go to research companies, you want to utilize your filters and make sure that you're getting the most recent videos that pertain to whatever product and service that you are looking to partake in, right? I want to say that when I first started using Flexcar, they were relatively new out here. I utilized them because I didn't have a car of my own, and I wanted to get around. Like, I'm from New York, and it really isn't necessary to have a car in New York. If you have a car in New York, you can relate that alternate side of the street parking is a thing. Getting your car ticketed is a thing. So it's like, yeah, it's just an added headache, unless you have a garage or a driveway, which many people don't in New York. So I was sharing my experience with Flexcar. I had 3 of their vehicles. I had 2 Jeeps and 1 Nissan Altima. And what happened with me, the very first Jeep that I got from them, it wasn't working well. It was like, it had this revving, but the car wasn't really going as fast, right? And so all I did was call them, and they swapped it out. I went to the location, they swapped it out for me. Now let me say, of course, you pay per mile with Flexcar. And so they did not reimburse me the miles that I had to go from my house to their location to swap the car out. That was one of my pet peeves. I don't know if they've made adjustments in their system, so that if you do have a malfunction with the vehicle that you currently have and you have to swap it out, they'll reimburse you for the miles. Because like 30 miles at 29 cents a mile, that's significant. You get where I'm coming from? So keep that in mind as well. But yeah, to the young lady who said they gave you a bad car, they're usually very responsive when it comes to stuff like that. The second time that I needed them to swap a vehicle out, and I utilized, or they had to come to my aid as far as AAA, I had the Nissan Altima. I think I went to a WNBA game, and on the way back home I got a nail in the tire. And so I called them. Luckily, I made it home. But when I went to get up to go to work the next morning, the tire was flat and there was a nail in it. So I had to call. They had AAA come out. AAA came out within an hour or two. The gentleman put the donut on the car. Excuse me. And that same day, I went to go and swap it out. And that's how I got the gray Jeep. Hello from India. How are you? Guys, say nice stuff, because this is moderated. And yes, I had to restart. Helenars. Hi, Oliver. How is everyone? Welcome to the room. So again, this my name is Little Shy Big Eyes, or I call myself Little Shy Big Eyes, and my name is Michelle. I mostly use this platform to review products or services that I utilize, and I share my experience. So I did share my experience renting a vehicle from a company called Flexcar, and the young woman said that they gave her a faulty vehicle. So I'm sharing. If you should happen to come across this live, young lady, I apologize, I don't remember your name. Whom am I talking to? To everyone. Yes, Flexcar. It's not for rideshare. So Flexcar is a rental company. They will allow you to rent their vehicle weekly. And it's about, the last time I did it, it was $110 a week, but you also pay 29 cents per mile. So depending on where you are, that could be very costly. My average weekly payment was about $400 to $500 a week. And I was utilizing it to go back and forth to work. Now, mind you, I lived in, this is Georgia. Every place in Georgia is not Atlanta. I lived in Gwinnett County at the time, and I worked all the way down in Fulton County. And so commuting back and forth, it was about 32 to 35 miles every day back and forth. Well, so like 70 miles a day I was putting on the vehicle. So you just do the math. And so it can be really costly if you live close to home, but you still need a car, because yeah, the bus and train system here is very lackluster. Are you guys having like a whole conversation in my okay. Looks can be deceiving. Looks can be very deceiving. So, tip play, I assume you're in UK? Pounds? Is that what you, where are you from, tip play? Where are you from? I'm in the US. You crashed a flex car? Wait, Helenars, did you crash a rental car or did you crash your own car? You are from Georgia, okay. But why does it come out with the E sign? 150. Okay, so wait. Wow, okay, so if you crash the car, all you've got to do is give them a call. So as I was saying in the other live, don't feel bad. It happened to me too. I didn't damage the vehicle. I personally did not damage the vehicle. In that case, I was going to view a property. I'm a licensed realtor out here. And there was a beautiful home in my neighborhood, and it was for sale. And so I went up. They had a very sloped driveway, and as I was trying to do a K-turn in the driveway, I'm guessing the back wheel got stuck. Now it was late at night and I'm like, I'm not walking. I refuse to walk, right? And wait until the morning to get somebody. So the neighbor called the authorities for me, and the police called the tow truck guy. And the tow truck guy, I don't know what he did, in gear, out of gear, but he got it out, but then he damaged the vehicle. All they did was come and pick it up, and the insurance that you pay weekly is gonna cover it. Oh, badly damaged? Dang. You gotta call them, man. It happens. That's what was your insurance paid? You are a dumb dealer, because who says they're a dealer on social media? Bro, come on now. You broke the gearbox and the axle. Dang. Okay, yeah, damaged. Just call them. The insurance that you pay should cover that. Let me just tell you, I had a colleague. She was coming from my house, right? And that's... Come on. Get off my live. Why are y'all not being... Bruh. Okay. Y'all are bored. Y'all are bored. Who says they're a dealer and on a live? You know your IP address is traceable? You know, if I was that beat, if I was that, yes, very, very much not smart up here. If I was really beat, I could find your very location just through the IP address that you're using to type on this live. And I could have authorities at your home within minutes. So yeah, not very smart. I can tell that you've never... Bruh, I'm not beat. I'm not bored either. I got stuff to do. All right, let me go back and provide the information to those who really need it. This video was intended for the young lady who said she rented a Flexcar and they gave her a faulty vehicle. Flexcar, even though it was many years ago, gave me quality customer service. Like I said, the car that I was renting got damaged. They have something called gap insurance, not gap insurance, I'm so sorry. They have insurance. You choose your deductible, and so yeah, if you damage the vehicle, you will have to come out of pocket with the deductible, right? But if you pay for the optimal insurance, it'll be little to no money out of your pocket. If they give you a damaged car, you just call them, you let them know what the problems are, and they'll swap the car out for you. In regard to you being close to the location where you picked up the car, that is the only complaint that I have. Oh, my glasses. I'm not even going to give you any more attention. You're bored. Okay. So, if you need to swap out the car, they'll swap the car out for you. Keep in mind that you will pay the 20 cents per mile to go and give them the faulty car and pick up a newer model. And they did not reimburse me as far as miles on my plan for that. I'm gonna start going live probably every other day, so that I can answer your questions better this way than I can making a video, editing it, and posting it. Okay, Smokey, answer. You have a question? Ask your question. I'm here. Ask your question, Smokey. Yeah, rude people get ignored. I'm not even... Notice I don't even respond anymore. Now I see it's a troll. Oh, that's unfortunate, Smokey. Well, what's your question? That's not a question. Oh, how do you deal with the situation? Well, my first piece of advice, if you were driving their vehicle and you were drunk, be lucky that you did not hit anyone, that you did not hurt anyone, right? Been there. You just have to call and let them know that you had an accident. Make sure you get an accident report. They are going to charge you. Usually when you sign up for these different rideshare companies or these different rental companies, they give you a deductible, and the deductible is what you pay in the event that you get into an accident. However you got into an accident, you were in the car, you fell asleep at the wheel, you were driving drunk, you let somebody else drive it. It could be a myriad of things that have taken place. Whatever it is, the deductible is what you choose when you first initiate the contract. That is going to determine, how much of the damages are going to be your responsibility. And most people, I'll raise my hand because I have done it. It's like, yeah, what's the probability that I'm going to get into an accident? Because the higher the deductible, the lower the weekly or monthly cost, right? But the lower the deductible, the less responsibility you in turn are will have to, well, the less money you will have to pay if you get into an accident. So in hindsight, right, meaning it already happened, but moving forward, if you should ever happen to encounter that problem again, choose a lower deductible. Your payment will be higher, but if you are accident prone and you be picking up some cars out here, then you won't have to come out of pocket so much. Well, so that's your problem. So if you know the car was already messed up, you shouldn't have driven it that way. You should have given it back as soon as you recognize that there was a problem with the car. Yeah, so, but I mean, there's nothing you can do about that now. They're gonna charge you, and you're gonna have to pay the deductible. Meaning, however much, if you had $1,000 deductible, you got to pay the $1,000. If you had a $500 deductible, you got to pay the $500. On this vehicle, I have a low, so I pay for the highest amount of insurance, so that if anything ever happens to the car, I only have to pay $199. That is it. That is all I'm paying. That is all. I will walk away from it and go get me another vehicle from somewhere else. And I find that you probably will end up paying it over time, but what average everyday working class person can just say, here's $1,000 in the event of an unforeseen accident, right? So yeah, there's that. Okay, you know what? Flexcar does not allow you to utilize their vehicles, or at least they did not. They did not allow me to utilize a vehicle for ride share. And the fact that they make you pay 29 cents per mile, I think it was, if you join their membership, the weekly cost of the car would go down from $110 to like $90, which is a $20 savings. And then it would go from 29 cents a mile to 17 cents a mile. But yeah, I would tell you guys to sign up for Uber and utilize the vehicles that they have for ride share. Number one, you ask him why. They've got unlimited miles. That's the number one thing. They don't have the variety of cars like Flexcar. Like you can't get a Jeep, or they pretty much have your everyday, not everyday basic. I don't want to say everyday basic. They have more of a, Flexcar has more of a variety. Please be nice here. I'll let you guys know. That's why, I think that's why the last live went dark, because you got to watch your language here, and you got to be nice to people, okay? You got to be nice to people in here. I agree. Some customer service representatives can be very, very mean. But this is the world we live in. You have a voice. If you don't like the service, right, watch your language. If you don't like customer service that you're being provided, why would you give them your money? So that's on you. In this day and age, I see we want. But we don't take the time to like write letters to the corporate office. Tell them, listen, your representative did not treat me well. I did not get good service. And it means sometimes curtailing the curse words, or not like giving a person a piece of your mind, but getting down to like what's ethically and morally right and wrong. Understanding and learning how to convey that without using profanity. I think it's all in the message and how you deliver the message. So if you've gotten service from any of these companies, they're taking your money. Like if you watch my my buggy 5-month review, I was hung up on. So let me just explain. For those of you who are in Atlanta, you know Peter Street. Right, it's popping, but at a certain time of the night, it could get popping. Okay, let me just set the stage for that. So I drop off this trucker, and I'm on my way, proceeding to go further into the Atlanta region, because I'm literally outside of Atlanta. I think I was in Gwinnett County. I can't remember specifically where I dropped the trucker off. But as I'm driving, the air pressure mechanism comes on the dashboard. It says I'm losing air pressure. They got a flat tire, and I didn't realize it was a flat tire. I thought it was a slow leak, or maybe, I lost the cap or something. So I proceed to keep putting air in it. I stopped at one gas station. I put air in it. It sustains for about 10 miles, and then it just goes again. So I stop at another one. I had a flat tire, so I pushed it. I literally pushed it to where there were at least people, because I was in like the boonies. It was just nothing but twigs and berries. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, as a woman, I was really concerned for my safety. So I drove it. I got as far as Peter Street. It'd be Papa-lacking. Yeah, so I was literally across the street from Escobar, Atlanta, right? And but right across the street from Escobar, I think it's a men's shelter, right? It's either a men's shelter or a men's mental health facility, because there was some really questionable characters out there. And so you know, I'm calling Buggy. I'm like, look, dude, I got a flat tire. He says, well, why don't you get out and put the donut on it? Like, dude, first of all, I'm a woman. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. You want me to pull a flat tire off of this car, get the jack, and put on a donut? Whatever you call me. Whatever you call me. Look, anyway, so I'm sharing my experience. You want to hear it or don't you? So yeah, I told him, listen, sir, I am not getting out of this car. Send help. Send AAA. That is what I'm paying for. Long story short, I started calling them at 2 o'clock in the morning. Escobar popping. It done closed down. The streets are dark. It's nothing but zombies walking around. They didn't come. AAA did not come until 8:30 in the morning. From 2 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. I was in my car with my little thing on my lap all morning. And by the time he came at 8:30 in the morning, the sun was out. It took him 10 minutes to pop the old tire off and put the donut on. And on top of that, the donut was balded. He was like, go directly to Pep Boys. Do not stop anywhere. Go directly to Pep Boys and get this tire changed out. So you'll have instances where you'll rent cars from these companies, and they are managed poorly. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but that it's up to you to use your voice, right, and get the services that you deserve, because you're paying money. It's not monopoly money, bitch. I'm giving you good money every week for this car. And so one of my other pet peeves is that through that whole transition, through that whole time, because it interrupted my work, right? I wasn't able to pick up anybody else for the morning. It interrupted my sleep. I still had to go after he put the donut on to Pep Boys, and it took them a few hours to fix whatever else was wrong with the vehicle. So you could say I lost a whole day's work. They did not compensate me for that. They still expected me to pay for this car the full amount, might I add, even though I lost a day of pay. Those of you who are on the Flexcar platform right now and you are feeling like it's not worth the money or whatever, sign up as an Uber driver. That's what I was gonna say, and I lost my train of thought. Yeah, no sleep. I was not about to sleep in no car on Peter Street. I mean, I've slept in the car before, don't get me wrong, but not on Peter Street. It's like you asking to be a victim. You know what I mean? So yeah, I did not. And if you need a car, like, utilize Uber, not just for rideshare, but some of these companies will give you unlimited miles. So that's the pet peeve I had with Flexcar. You cannot use their vehicles for rideshare, meaning you can't make money with them. You don't have unlimited miles. And here in Georgia, that's a lot. You know, going from Atlanta to Snellville to Lawrenceville to Douglasville, or, you know, wherever you want to go, things are spread out here. They are very much spread out. Yeah, big up to ATL. All right, guys, I gotta go. If you enjoyed the live, please hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. I want to bring you guys more content. I'll be really busy. I'm a licensed realtor here in Georgia. Oh, that's so sweet of you. That's so sweet of you. I am a licensed realtor here in Georgia. I used to be an armed security officer too. My main goal coming here was being a licensed realtor, so that you all know, real estate is a commission-based career. You don't get paid as a realtor unless you're closing deals. So when I first came here, I had to have a job in order to support my real estate career. And yeah, shout out to ATL. Y'all making me want to go back home though. Y'all making me want to go back home. I'm getting homesick. For real, for real. It's like, it's not what I anticipated. Oh, excuse me. Goodbye. This is my live. You telling me? And that is why, you know, you telling me what to do with mine. Do you have a page? Do you have a page? Hello. This is mine. You can't tell me when to go and what to do with mine. Sorry. Those of you who get addicted to my voice and appreciate the information, you'll come to see I have very thick skin. So you can't, I'm not with the social media bullying, right? I'm gonna leave you where you are with it. I'm gonna continue to give you great information, and if you receive it, you receive it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole with you, honey. I'm too grown and too mature for that. I can see it's comical, it's entertaining. Oh God, very entertaining. Thank you for entertaining me as I educated you all. And I hope, to the young lady, again, I don't remember her name, but I hope I answered your question as far as the Flexcar, and just swap out for a new one, and just be aware that you will have to pay for the mileage, taking it back to them and getting the new one. They will charge you the mileage. They won't give you a refund for that. Yeah, all right guys, I gotta go. Peace.